90% of the guys I get along with, 95% of the guys I know them. And, you know, what if there's a guy that I didn't like or didn't care for, like Eric Embry, I just stay away from that person.
Exactly.
You know? And if Eric Embry walked up to me at 1, if he was there, and actually would have a conversation with me, I would tell him what was on my mind and let him tell me what was on his mind. And I would love to be able to, when the day I finally die, no, we mended the fences, you know?
Sure.
But just when he came to Memphis, it was just bad. It was really bad. Really bad.
I don't want you to tell or to say anything you don't want to say, but I don't think I know the story. And if you want to tell it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. I'm not asking.
Well, it's like this. Eric Embry came to Memphis. He apparently, I never worked world class, but apparently he did a good job booking in Dallas and brought their houses up and everything, which is great. You know, good mind for the business and everything, and that's fine. I won't knock that by any means. But the day he came to take over the booking in Memphis, little man, Jared asked me to pick him up at his hotel and bring him over to Channel 5. I said, okay, that's cool, no problem. You know, I'm the utility man in Memphis. They always have me do whatever. I thought he'd be like, oh, hey, Bruno, hey, how you doing, man? Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you, whatever. He gets in my car. The first thing he said was, just letting you know right now. And that's how he talks, you know, just letting you know right now. It's going to be a different ball game now. I'm not going to be dealing with all you Lawler guys. So maybe you just ought to find you a place to go because you're not going to be here. I'm not going to use you. But and the first day, I mean, I met him in passing before. The first day I ever really met him. I mean, what the fuck have I done? And if I find out you tell Lawler that I told you this, you're going to be gone today. Well, you know, I almost broke my leg tripping to run to find Lawler and tell him. So
I don't know. I might have stopped and let that son of a bitch out.
No shit. So basically what happened after that was, and then, you know, guess who he made the manager of the territory? Jamie.
That makes sense. That's about the right time.
Because Jamie says he loves Eric Embry. That makes total sense, actually. So,
there you go.
Eric Embry.
Man, you know, Eric Embry, I just talked to him about, I don't know, a few months back, man. He runs a pizza place right here in Kentucky, like down the road from me, like somewhere by Bowling Green or something.
Okay.
I always loved Eric Embry. A lot of people didn't like Eric. I loved Eric. Eric was, I stayed in the Dallas Sportatorium when he lived there, you know, when we would take the bus down and shit. I stayed a couple of times because I didn't have nowhere to be. So I just said, fuck it, I ain't riding the bus back. I'm going to stay with you, Eric. And we just sit in the fucking Sportatorium and do whippets and just fucking do whatever else comes along. But I've always loved Eric Embry. A lot of people don't like him, but I've always loved him.
So guess what? Eddie Marlin, Little Man, and Lawler got together and formulated a job for me that I wasn't working for Eric Embry. I was a referee, and they turned me completely into a referee right there. And then they put me in charge of the rings. So I didn't work for Eric Embry. I worked for the company. But check this out. And Jamie will back me up on this. This is true. When I was phasing out of being the manager, I was still a heel manager. But even though he wasn't using me, he would like have me at the ring with fucking Ken Raper or somebody, you know, he was like really burying me. So one night there was a battle royal at the Mid-South Coliseum. And said managers had to enter the battle royal. So Jamie was in the battle royal and I was in the battle royal. And of course all the wrestlers too. But check this out. I hadn't thought about this in years, so the subject just came up. This really pops me in my mind. And Jamie went with it. There was nothing against Jamie. I'm not knocking him by any means. But you know what? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. What's this? The bell rang. Okay, everybody go at it. And it wasn't like the Royal Rumble one at a time. Everybody was in there waiting. And I guess the rules were you can't attack nobody until the bell rang, you know, whatever. Right. As soon as the bell rang, I ran across the ring and attacked Jamie. Nobody told me to do it. Nobody said, let's see what happens if that. No, I just did it. And the fucking place erupted. They wanted me to be. And honest to God, I'm not bullshit. Blowing smoke up my own ass. The rest of the freaking guys in the ring more or less stopped and just looked. They couldn't believe it. It was, and
it's awesome.
We get the back. Eric Embry goes, oh, what'd you do that for? Who told you to do that? Blah, blah. And I'll never forget it till Dad died. Lawler goes, well, looks like you just got a brand new hot baby face, and you're gonna fuck this up. So we ended up working a big angle. Me and Jamie worked together for weeks and weeks and weeks everywhere.
That's
And,
awesome.
I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It was Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels match.
No.
It wasn't.
Still.
But it was getting over. And,
Yeah.
So check this out. Okay, now y'all got me on a roll now. How much time do we have? How
much you want?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a time limit. Okay.
Yeah.
So how about this? So Eric Embry resented the piss out of me because I got over without his help, acknowledgement, or approval. Okay.
Yeah.
So then he brings in Jackie Moore, Miss Texas.
Yeah.
And, well, Bruno, your angle with Jamie's over now. I want you to work with her. But we're going to try to build her as a killer. So we want her to just attack you and squash you, and just we want you to even get color, and you're not even going to get nothing in on her, and blah blah blah. So, oh shit! I said, okay, well I'll become the referee and the ring guy now. So who gives a shit? So we were by this time we were at the Pipkin building. The Coliseum was under renovation or whatever. So she attacks me, beats the shit out of me, throws me into the post. I get the color. I'm bleeding like hell. I'm selling. I'm dying. I can't even get it back into the ring. I'm counted out. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, this is Eric Embry's deal. But the next week, Jackie, Miss Texas, works with Dirty White Girl, little beautiful young lady, but little skinny girl, very, slim, skinny. I'm watching the match from the back. Dirty White Girl is slinging Jackie around like Jackie's, like Dirty White Girl's Ronda Rousey, and Jackie's fucking, what the fuck? And so I can't beat her, but this little slim, tiny little girl is slinging her around. I went fucking nuts. I started yelling. I was kicking chairs over and shit. Lawler and Eddie Marlin had to calm me and he'd calm me down. I swear to God, I was going to, if I wasn't a Christian man, which I am, I'd have killed Eric Embry that night.
Yeah, no doubt.
So then after that, I'm calmed down. They told me to go on home. We'll let somebody else, deal with the ring tonight. Just go. Just let Chili Willie and them deal with the ring without me. And so anyway, about a month later, we were at a spot show somewhere up in Tennessee or Kentucky. I can't remember. So I'm refereeing, and Eric Embry's working with Jeff Jarrett.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff says, tell Eric, do the test of strength. Tell him to do the test of strength. So, of course, obviously what that means is put your hand up. Do the play mercy. Play mercy.
Yeah.
So, okay. I said, Embry, do the test of strength. Huh? I said, put your hand, do the test of strength. Huh? What's that? And I said this to Jeff. I said it so fucking loud everybody in the audience heard it. I didn't give a shit. I said, hey, Jeff, our booker don't know what the test of strength is.
Oh my God.
Yep.
What did Jeff do?
He said, tell him to play mercy. So I mean, no shit. This guy's supposed to be booking the fucking territory. Don't know what the test of strength is.
What'd you say?
It's like, oh God. So we get in the back and he's cussing and he's yelling. And Steve Kern told him, Embry, get the fuck down. Kern would have backed me up. Me and Kern are pretty good friends. He don't back me up.
Steve's great. We love him.
We had Steve on, man. He was really cool to come on for me, man. And we had a great time with him.
Oh, he's really cool. He's a really, really smart guy, and
absolutely.
He understands the business. But yeah, I swear to God, with everything I hold dear, I would have a conversation with Eric Embry if he was somewhere I was or whatever. I'm not somebody that you'd have to, punch my mother or something for me to hate you forever. You know what I mean? But I mean, something like that. Let's have a conversation. Eric, why did you come in like that? Why didn't you just say, look, I'm going to make some changes. Why don't you see if they can use you as a referee or maybe find another place to go? Whatever. And I would have said, well, look, Lawler and them will keep me here as long as I want to be here. So if you want to use somebody else in my position, I'll see what else they can find for me. That would have been fine. Hey, but the way he just came, there was no reason.
Up in your car.
Like there was just a piece of shit. Yeah, in my own car. Yeah.
Man, that ain't
Give him the
right.
man. Shit.
This has been a James Rock Street production.